So this movie should have been called 9 Lives, but we already have a movie that's called 9 Lives, and that one is just like this one, but with a cat. Hey, what's up everybody? It is me, Anthony, here to give you guys another movie review. I know it's been a long time, but we got to talk about it. I came back with a vengeance, and the first film that I'm going to watch and review for you guys in a long time is 9 Bullets. This is a great way to come back. So a burlesque dancer named Gypsy doesn't want to dance anymore all of a sudden, and she got a gig writing a book. It's going to be her first book. She wants it to be a bestseller, but all of a sudden her neighbor gives her a call and says that she has to help her son and her family because a bad man that she used to know is following them, and eventually they get killed by this bad man, and the kid is alone with the girl Gypsy, played by Lena Headey, and they do shenanigans. Weird stuff happens in this movie. We're going to talk about it. But yeah, guys, 9 Bullets. Like I said, this movie should have been called 9 Lives because they kind of talk about how this person, Gypsy, that's her name. I don't know if I can be able to say this throughout this review, but her name is Gypsy, played by Lena Headey, and she's in this film, and she has 9 lives. That's what she said. It takes 9 bullets to kill her. And if you watch this film, or if you want to know what this film is, you know, Anthony, what is this movie about? What is the coreness about this film? What is in the heart of it? I can't tell you, because this movie tries to be so many things at once. It doesn't stick the landing on all of them. So I don't even know what it wants to be. I guess at its core, it tries to be an action thriller, but there's no action, at least till the end, and that's not even that much anything. And it's not really thrilling because we don't really get chance to set any stakes because all these characters are just flopping all over the place. And let's talk about those characters. We have Lena Headey, like I said, her name is Gypsy. Don't like saying that, but that's her name. That's who she is. She's a burlesque dancer. She's probably the most developed character in this film, and it's not surprising. It's Lena Headey. She's the reason why you come to see this movie. And another side note that's randomly in here, you know how movies just randomly have love scenes? Yeah, that's it. That's in here because it's just, you know, Lena Headey. You want to see her naked, so she's in here. So if you're for that, this is in this movie. And I will give the movie a little credit because there is a scene in here where Lena Headey's character is talking to the boy, the newly orphaned boy, and she kind of has like a monologue about her story. It's pretty much like 15 minutes of just her spewing all of her backstory, and it's kind of powerful a little bit. I was kind of thinking back, I was like, whoa, this is the movie that's called, you know, 9 Bullets, and you know, we haven't had any bullets going around and there's some cheesy stuff happening, but it's actually pretty good. But the rest of their characters are just pretty much your wannabe action fodder. You know, there's not really any action. I don't even want to call this an action movie because there's barely any action. The most amount of action that we get until the end is just Lena Headey running. I mean, some people might call that action. We also have a character in here that is just randomly here because Lena Headey steals her car and then she pops out of the trunk or the back seat and she's like, I was sleeping. And she was a very entertaining character. She was randomly placed in this film, but that's this film in a nutshell. It's random and things are placed randomly. There's literally a scene where Lena Headey is talking to the boy and she says, you don't know how to swim? And they're in a car, mind you. And then all of a sudden, it just cuts to the next scene. She's throwing a kid in a pool. And that's where I thought that this movie was a comedy. Because I was like, it has to be a comedy. Because there will be moments in this film where I was just scratching my head the whole time and just like wondering, should I be laughing out loud? Because they're making a joke. Clearly, they're making a joke. Or at least an attempt to. I think I should be laughing too. But then they'll cut to a scene where it's like serious. Trying to be serious. So I don't know. For me, if you're going to go full like Ham, this is not really supposed to be taken seriously, then go full that. And if you want it to be a serious film, then go full serious. I know you can have a little lightheartedness in a serious film, but the way that they do it in this film, it almost makes me want to recommend it to you guys because you have to see the hilarity that this is hilarity or hilarity. It's one of those. But there's nothing much to write home about this film, guys. It's not that good. It's not like a throwaway action film from like the 90s or 80s. It doesn't even reach that level, and you know, some of those movies, it's not a high level to reach. For me, I was just expecting a throwaway action film that, you know, I can eat some popcorn, have a good time. There's a couple explosions and some car chases. You don't get that in this film. So don't expect going into this film that you're going to get any kind of just throwaway action or popcorn action. It ain't in this movie. But if you are here to see Lena Headey, she's in here and you're gonna get all of it. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did you like this? Did you hate this? Do you think that this is a movie that is beneath Lena Headey? But you know, nobody forced her, nobody put her gun to her head and shot her 9 times. Nobody did that. So just a paycheck's a paycheck. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, guys, keep watching movies.